How'd you feel getting through that? It was a tough one, obviously, at the end, but you managed to get through.
Yeah, of course, I'm really happy. Again, third set tiebreak. I think the level tonight was really high. I'm really happy with the way I was playing. The way I find the way how to win it. He's a strong player. It's really tough to play. I think in general we play both really well, really high level, and the match was only 1-2 points. And I think the third set tiebreak I served really well. I was really focused to not give him anything. And again, it's a great win for me.
How does your experience help you in those moments when you've really got to?
I think it's a little bit experience, a little bit the confidence, a little bit thinking about what you want to do and just do it without thinking if you're gonna miss or no. I think in those moments you need to trust your game, and that's what I did well. I was playing well. I could have lost the match for sure. I got back point at 4-4, but in general I try to stay focused with my game plan, and don't give in anything. And I know that also that when I play good tennis, I can beat anybody, though. So that's giving me a lot of confidence.
More English?
I wanted to just ask a question you've been asked many times, but if your name was Roger or Rafa, this room would be packed and a lot of press, a lot of media. Just talk about, I mean, here you've had this fantastic career, all these slams recently, or year after year. Just talk about the process over the years, how you've worked with being the other Swiss in terms of Roger and the other.
For me, as I say many times, I always try to look the positive of a situation. I think growing up with Roger or behind him, doesn't matter how you want to call it, was great for me. Was the best player ever, #1 player. I share some amazing moments, Davis Cup, Olympic, a lot of practice experience. So it helped me a lot to become the player I am now. Then for right now, you know, it doesn't really matter if this room is packed or not. If I'm playing on Stadium 2, Stadium 1, at the end of the day, I enjoy what I'm doing. I'm really happy with my career. I won 3 Grand Slam last 3 years. I think it's more than what I could expect. I'm in semi-final here. I also know that all I want is to win tournaments, and I'm trying to do that. Simple as that. If I want to play on center court, I have to win matches. If I want to play in front of a lot of people, I have to win matches. If I want this room packed, I have to win the tournament. And for me, it's not the most important. The most important is to enjoy what I do, and I enjoy a lot.
Well said, but allow me just to follow up. Roger would talk about the process of interacting with you, and I believe he said that he would advise you and talk with you, and then there came a point where he just would stop, where he stopped, and you were sort of essentially on your own. Can you confirm that? Can you talk about that process?
No, I think it was just the great relation we have. When I was younger, for sure, I could ask him a lot of advice or a lot of question about player, about a lot of things. When I start to have those years on the tour, to know all the player, then for sure I need less. I need to ask him less question. I know all those players. I know what to do. So that's when we stop a little bit talking about tennis in general or about players. There is a moment when he was asking me question also. So you know, we just talk when we feel like talking is good for us. That's simple. There is not like he helped me or I help him and we stop. It's just like we have great relations. He's a great friend, and we always enjoy to be on the tour in the same tournament.
Stan, you talk about confidence and experience before. I was so surprised to read your comments about your nerves prior to the U.S. Open final. Was it just because of that huge moment, or have you had those kind of nerves before going into other matches?
I had that many times, you know, as an athlete. I think we are all nervous. We all deal differently with the nerves, with the pressure. But those, I don't know how you want to call it, but those stress moments when you really don't feel good with your body, we all have that, I think. Then you have to accept it. You have to deal with it. You need to. Most important is to accept it. The time you accept it, you can deal with it, and you can find a way how to feel better. And that's what I did in the US Open. I started to focus on the tennis, to focus on what I was doing. I was in the final of US Open, Grand Slam. That means I was playing good. So if I play good, focus on what you're doing today or tonight against this player, how you want to beat him. And then all those little tough you have in your head, all those little bad thinking, stress, disappear little by little.
Stan, just a question on that point about focus and the mind aspect of the game. Is that something that can be learned, or is it just natural? It has to be there with a player. And if it can be learned, how do you do it?
Well, I think I'm the example that it can be learned, because I wasn't that good younger. I was when I was younger, before starting to win those big matches, I was losing a lot of important match, 7-6 in the third, or big 5-set match against top player, because I was nervous, because I didn't know how to deal with my nerves. I think there is many ways how to learn it. Most important is to know yourself, to accept it, to try to see what you can do, what you can change, to have a great team around you. I have the chance to have Pierre Paganini, who knows me perfectly. He knows everything about me, my private life, my tennis life, my fitness life, and he helped me so much going through all those years to try to become a better tennis player. I had Magnus, who came also in a great moment for me, who showed me the way how to win Grand Slam, and all those little things. That's the way I did to learn.
Is it a matter of sitting down and having long conversations? Is it a matter of maybe sitting down and playing a number of games of chess to concentrate, or what?
No, I think we're all different. I think we all need to find our way to do it. For me, it was a mix between some conversation, some trust from my team, and also a lot of practice on the court, on the tennis court. Simple, because at the end of the day, you play tennis. You're on the court, you have a balls, and you have a player in front of you who you want to beat. So if you play better than him, you have a better chance to beat him. So all those little things make you understand better what you have to do to win those important moments.
You have such a fabulous backhand. Many say it's the best one-hander in the game. How did you develop such a great backhand? And if you could start all over, would you prefer your one-handed or say the two-handed of Djokovic or Murray?
I think I'm happy with my backhand. For sure they have unbelievable two-handed backhand. Nothing to say about that. It's a joke the way they playing two-hand backhand, but I just enjoy my backhand. It's one of my favorite shots. I really enjoy to play it. I was lucky that my first coach, Dimitri Zaviolov, who I worked for more than 10 years, from young to 25 years old, top 10 first tournament win and all. He told me to change two-hand from one hand when I was 11 years old, because it was more natural for me to play that shot. And at that age, it's tough to change, because at 11, 12, 13, when you play one-hand backhand and you're just changing, you don't win many points, because you're not strong enough, and it's tough. You need to accept that it takes a long time.